Governor's office. Thanks for holding.
Hi, my name is Rudy Davis. I'm calling on behalf of my friend in prison, Jeffrey Weinhaus, and I know you get a lot of phone calls, and I was hoping just if you could take a piece of paper and just write 4 things down, and I'll try to make it as easy on you as possible, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first thing is Jeffrey Weinhaus. There's a YouTube video. It's called, if you could YouTube this phrase, the government...
Aware of the video, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, the government hit on Jeffrey Weinhaus. Okay, so you're aware of number 1, the government hit on Jeffrey Weinhaus. Number 2 is eyewitness Marty Leach. He was a bystander that saw the whole thing, and it's incredibly important to hear that because, you know, the officers have one version of the story, and of course Jeffrey Weinhaus has another version, but this is an eyewitness that saw the whole thing, and he talks about there's no way that Jeffrey had a gun in his hand, and so that's the second video, the eyewitness Marty Leach, L-E-A-C-H. And then, so you're aware of Jeffrey Weinhaus, so I didn't know if...
You're familiar with the case. I mean, we get a lot of calls on that. Right?
Okay, very good. The third thing is I want to make sure that the governor is aware, and his office is aware, that it wasn't like Jeffrey hunting down the cops and like finding them. I mean, they called him to the location. They're the ones who said, you meet us here because we're going to give you your computers back. And so that's the why he was there. He wasn't like trying to hunt them down or go after them. They the one who called him. And so he was the one meeting them because they said, you need to meet us at this weird location. They could have said, come down to the police station and pick up your computers. But instead they said, meet us at this gas station out of the way. And that was the reason he was at that location, because they're the one who told him to meet there. He was trying to get friends to go with him. He was trying to record the whole thing. He was praying before he showed up. So I want to make sure you guys know the context, that he wasn't just like driving down the road and pulled over and confronted the police. They're the ones who requested that he go there. And so the fourth thing, the first thing is the government hit on Jeffrey Weinhaus, shows the shooting. You've seen it. The second thing is eyewitness Marty Leach. All you got to do is type that into YouTube and you'll hear Marty Leach's testimony. That's incredibly important. The third thing is that it was the police officers who asked Jeffrey Weinhaus to go meet them. And then the fourth thing is he's got an entire website called Free Jeff Now, where we advocate for his freedom. And for him to be sitting in prison for 30 years when they're the one who shot him, and many of us believe that he did not pull his gun out, it's just a horrific miscarriage of justice. We tried to get the previous governor, Governor Eric Greitens, to pardon him, but I believe he was so busy with his own scandals, and he didn't have the courage to stand up and go against law enforcement. I mean, law enforcement, they can be wrong at times, and there was 2 FBI agents at the scene of the crime in their depositions, and they said they didn't see Jeffrey with a gun in his hand, and so that was never presented before the jury. So there's a lot of details that support Jeffrey, and for him to sit in prison 30 years, he's already been in prison over 7, it just breaks my heart, and his wife needs him, his kids need him, and if this new governor, Michael L. Parson, could give him just a second look and possibly a pardon to free him, I'm sure all of heaven will rejoice, and there'll be a few barbecues in Texas. So he's my friend. I talk to Jeffrey often, and I just wanted you guys to know those 4 points. And I do pray that you take the time to look into his case, more so than just say you saw that one video. There's a lot more to it than just that one video.
Very good. All right. I will pass along your information. We'll add you to our list here. We'll get that shared. All right.
Thank you. Do you mind if I ask your name?
My name's Sam.
Sam. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.